on the job though. And there's a waterfall up here as well, so when it gets really cold, it all freezes.
I'd been percolating some ideas about how we broadened our appeal in Ilkley to a younger demographic. We'd done quite a lot of campaigns, particularly coach friendly and walkers are welcome, that were really aimed at an older demographic. And Ilkley has some amazing businesses that are quite youthful, independent, quite cool, and I wanted to do something around that. And then Mariana came to talk to me saying, I do makeup, I'd really love to do something creative and spotlight myself, but also Ilkley and all the other great creative people in Ilkley.
I've lived in Ilkley for about 15 years now. It feels like it needed to be a bit lifted. There's so much about Ilkley that I love. I love the nature, going to the town and centre for a coffee on a Sunday morning. Kids, we splash in the river, we go up in the moors. And with my background in fashion and media makeup, I thought, well, what can I bring to the table and what can I give to Ilkley? So I had a chat with Sarah at the Bid. We just had a discussion and a bit of a brainstorming about how we could raise Ilkley's profile and make Ilkley a bit more fashion forward. Then lovely Outcut got involved and Charlotte came up with her amazing outfits. I feel like Ilkley has this amazing connection to the heritage of the Neolithic stones and the Roman Empire, the goddess Verbea. I mean, there's a beautiful rock of hers in All Saints Church. Ilkley has this amazing history. What I wanted to do was to make sure that the makeup gave a nod to our past as well as hopefully our future. It was very much about bringing in bit of the different parts of history. What was lovely is that the Ilkley Bid sort of went with the idea and could see the value in it, and hopefully we've all individually brought something amazing to Ilkley that I think Ilkley can be proud of.
We got together and had a think who might be willing to help us and get involved. And I knew that Alpkit was proactive in terms of green credentials, recycling, repairing. And I just wondered how creative they could be. So I went to chat to Charlotte from Alpkit, who didn't think I was totally mad, saying, please, can you make some amazing high fashion outfits out of bits of leftover tents? And she came up with some fantastic designs. And then it's collaborating with our fantastic photographer Xanthi, who coordinated and got the models sorted. Helen, our lovely videographer. So it was just a really amazing example of a shared vision and everybody getting behind it and working really hard on a voluntary basis, really.
This one is made from old bike chains, and this is the one that probably took me the longest amount of time out of everything to strip all the chains down and clean them. But it makes beautiful noise as well, and hopefully that will look amazing alongside the dress. Lots of old climbing rope as well. The little earrings are fluffed and unpicked and fluffed, and this one is climbing rope as well. Probably abseil on this one, so just in case you need it at the camp. I call it the candy box or the sweetie box hat, made from offcuts that we use to patch waterproof jackets. So this is actually spinnaker tape, so it's used to mend sails, but it's also really handy for mending waterproof jackets. This is an amazing jacket that was donated to us, and it has been all over the world, including to Everest. The man who dropped it off had so many memories, so he wanted it to go to a very, very special home. And these are probably some of my favourite things that I do. I call them restorations. It's effectively invisible mending, and it just keeps those memories and stories alive. And it's lovely that it's getting a kind of a second lease of life. So with this collection, I wanted to sort of showcase everything that I do at Alpkit. It represents the alteration side of things. Again, these were donated to us through our continuum scheme. So even if you grow out of your clothes and they don't fit anymore, bring them in. We can make them fit again and keep them out of landfill and give them that second lease of life. And then just to make them a little bit funky, I've put on some braces as well, again out of old climbing equipment, with some red buckles to make them pop. This was a tent round sheet fixing it up, and then I put all these little rivets in. Yeah, my arm was aching by the end of the day. And this is going to look amazing in the water as well, cooling around the model. So we get so many tents donated to Alpkit. So these are from our lightweight ultra tent. and they're just usable tensioning guy lines. Now just a little pair of earrings. Again, more bits of tent. Tents are an amazing resource of just little trinkets. So these are from the fly sheet, so where the fly sheet hooks onto the outer. Again, sticking with Ilkley's sort of tradition of biking and cycling, this is made from old inner tubes. It was a bit of a labour of love, but I absolutely love the effect of it. So you can still see all the maker's marks from the inner tubes. Some of them are mountain bike inner tubes and some of them are road bike. More bits of tent, some little black geometric style earrings there. More guy line tensioners from a different tent. There's a little scrunchy style bracelet there. And then we've got our bikini bottoms there with the little bows on, and that's really going to pop on Zana, our model. And then this top is made from an old wetsuit, and the cutouts are traced from the Ilkley Fountain. Again, once upon a time this used to be a tent, and now it's almost a Grecian goddess style ball gown. Climbing rope belt sits around the waist of this, and it's going to look amazing on Lulu blowing in the breeze up on the cow and car.
On Zana, who we popped in the fountain, we slicked her hair back with a wet look to give a sort of water nymph idea. We combined with a vintage eyeshadow from a company called Bieber. I know, Bieber, like everyone remembers that, right? It was with her permission, obviously, because it was obviously old makeup, but we used a bit of the green on her eyes with some very nice vintage lashes. It was very much about bringing in a bit of the different parts of history. Our other model, Utter Moore, in her beautiful sort of parachute silk glamorous goddess dress. We decided then we used very much neutral on the makeup, but we brought in like these little hair pieces just to bring out the sort of the ancient warrior and goddess feel. She had this beautiful hair and obviously just had a bit of colour and a bit of life to it. The clothes were so very beautiful. They're very intricate. I felt like if I went overboard with the makeup and hair, it would actually be to the detriment of the shoot. So I kept it very simple. Hopefully that shines through. On our lovely model Cella, who we popped into the river, we used an orange lipstick. I was thinking about what sort of colour is Ilkley, and Ilkley isn't a pink place. It's not a red place, and this sounds very kind of colour-based, I suppose. But with the lovely moors and all the greenness we have in our nature, an orange lipstick would pretty much, it's the opposite on the colour scale, but also it pops. So it pops against green. When you look at the earth up on the moor, sometimes in the springtime, it has got a bit of a sort of rusty undertone to it. Some yellow on her eyes to represent the sun, because sometimes there is sun in Ilkley. I know that there isn't a lot of sun, but there definitely can be sun sometimes.
Yeah. Good job she's got the horse. Or we could wear waders and layer it onto your scuba top. No, eating the fat rascal.
Yeah.
Fountain from the Lido.
A little black triangle bra, not all rounder or...
It has got independent creative businesses, and we've got something to offer for everyone.
Joseph.
Oh right, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, a bit different to the city.
Yeah.
I know.
So I can get dressed. But they've got a car park when you drive into the garage.
Is this like a tent, like tarpaulin?
Isn't that cool?
To go up to White Well
And get the driving, and then we'll do bridge. Like I say, it's beautiful to see them come alive on a human and just moving, and oh, they look so dynamic. Thank you. Right, do you want a warm drink or anything too?
So you're going to be like on a windswept moor.
Yes.
Oh, we've got some steps in.
Oh, we need Gucci shoes.
Sarah, if I hold the top, to be careful walking in there.
Really very good. Adorable! That one's so cute.
Sandy, do you want the necklace? Oh, don't put these safe.
And that necklace.
It was
and
nice
that
to
white
meet you
necklace.
too. Thank you so much.
I should do it today, but yeah. Thank you! It's been much calmer than I thought. A necklace
try it with that vest, but I feel like the little black crop top would be. Yeah, that would work probably. Go with your camera. Little bra top thing.
I knew you were thinking it.
Because I would be